In this video, we're going to be working on an Xbox One X game console that came in for repair. We already disassembled the motherboard, and let's take a look and see what the customer wrote and what's wrong with this console. The customer said, I bought a replacement piece for my Xbox One X, which is OEM, front USB port, and sync bind button assembly. I went to clip it on the main board, but then the piece on the board came off. Luckily, it was only the plastic piece, but I don't want to risk soldering a new piece. That's why I'm sending for repair. The only thing I understood, or the only thing that stood out from what the customer wrote, is the luckily part. I love that luckily part. Luckily, it was only the plastic piece. But then the customer goes on to say, I do not want to risk soldering. Where's the sync connector? Right here. Let's take a look and see what's going on. Wow, luckily it was only the plastic piece. I'll just cut a piece of plastic off my chair. I'll glue it right there, and that will fix the problem. The pin's intact. We only need a tiny piece of plastic in the middle, and luckily we will be able to fix this issue. What's wrong with people? I do have a donor board. Is this an Xbox One X? Yes. And the connector should look something like this. That's a 20-pin connector, and we're gonna have to extract that pin from this board, the donor board, and then we're gonna solder it on the customer's board. But how are we gonna do that? If we apply hot air from the top, then we're gonna end up burning that connector. We're gonna have to apply hot air from the bottom so that we can safely remove that connector, and then we're gonna solder that connector on the customer's board. Before we remove the connector, let's fix the mess that we see here on the customer's board. Let's put this board on the side and grab the donor board, because now we're gonna extract that connector from the donor board. Right there. And now we're gonna solder that piece of plastic, that tiny small piece of plastic right here. We already prepped the board, so we already have solder on the pads. We're gonna align the connector, and then we're gonna reflow from the bottom right there. Right, and let's reflow. Are the pins solid? First pin, very solid, very solid. Awesome. Every pin is making a very solid connection. Now we're gonna test from here. Solid, solid. Awesome, the job is done. We soldered that piece of plastic on the board, and luckily it was only a piece of plastic. We're done. I'm gonna give the board to Big Boss to reassemble, and Big Boss is back. He's been off for almost 7-8 weeks, and today was his first day back. I'm really happy that he's back. Right now it's 4:05. He came in at 11:30, so in a period of 4 hours and a half, we did 16 devices. 16 devices. That's how fast Big Boss is. He opens up the device, he puts the board on my bench, like this one here, a Dell motherboard. I work on it. While I'm working on it, he puts 2-3 more boards on my bench. That's how fast he is. He takes apart stuff very quick, and he reassembles very quick. He's really a treasure for this business. I'm glad he's back. That's it. We're going to end the video right here. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave a comment if you have any questions, and we'll do something else in the next video.